Hello everybody, Pi Studios here. In case you did not watch my most recent video, this is the Pi door that I made. So, as you can see, it is a 5x4 size door that looks like Pi. So, today I will be showing you how you can build this yourself. You probably already knew that though, because it has tutorial in the title. So, let's stop talking and get into the tutorial. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is the piston layout. So I have a 5x4 area here. This is the front part of that, and then we're going to need to place 3 blocks here, and then 3 pistons there. Break these. Add a block there, and then add pistons. Wait, I did this wrong, sorry. Just need 2 sticky pistons and add these sticky pistons right here. So it'll end up like this, and you can cover that up. And these are just your storage pistons so that it can actually extend all the way up, all 3 of the blocks. So the next part, we'll do the double piston extenders, and these are actually over, but okay, so you're gonna need 2 pistons here, and this is on the right side of the door, and then go over and add a double piston extender, well, 2 double piston extenders like this. And you can add the blocks there and the other block here. You don't have to use a different block, but I think it looks better if you do. In this case, I'm using white and black concrete. Then for the next part, I'll go ahead and add bottom, and then we're just going to basically do the same thing as there on the other side with one small change, which is that here you need to actually have 3 sticky pistons, and I'll show you when the door is closed. Here you have the 3, but here there's this spot here, so you actually don't need to cover that up. So then you can add the blocks, and then the double piston extender, which is on the top part, like this. And there actually is something that I forgot, which is just break these blocks and add these 3 sticky pistons like that. And now just have the top part, which is just go up 5 blocks like that, and place 3 sticky pistons and a block. And that should complete the piston layout. So basically what is going to happen when you pull the lever is, oh, it will extend the bottom part like this, and then the side extenders will also extend, not necessarily in this order, but like this, and these will extend. Not supposed to be a piston there. The other bottom part will extend. And, oh, I forgot the top pistons, but that is pretty simple. It is just, if you go right here, break these 5 blocks actually, and just place 5 sticky pistons on top like this. And if I can actually get down, this part will extend, and it will complete the Pi logo stuff. And then the retraction is just going to be the reverse of that, so we'll retract all of this, do the double piston extension, look something like this, basically just retract everything, and then this part here will do a form of triple piston extension. Oops. And then it will retract it. And that will be the door. So that's what's going to happen. Now, I guess let's get into the circuitry for this. Okay, so we're going to start with the side extenders, and this is, in my opinion, the easiest part. So that's why I decided to start with it. But your input is going to go right here, and the other reason I want to do this first is because this is where the input is, and then you can place glass right here, and glass is special because it acts sort of like slabs, except that it can send the signal downwards as well. And that's important because, as you can see, it's going to need to go downwards. They actually did. Wait, did I mess up? Yes, I did. Sorry, this needs to be up one, and it'll be down like this. And then right here, you need a 1-tick repeater. You need a 3-tick repeater right here, and just redstone there, and an observer here with a sticky piston with an observer. Just go ahead and place it here, and then when it gets powered, it will fix itself. And for the bottom, just place a block here and another block here, and run that signal over to here, and then right here place redstone and a block with redstone on it. So hopefully, nope, I did something wrong apparently. Oh, that redstone is just glitched. Let's try that again. Nope, it's still, oh, forgot to put redstone right there. So there we go. We have the double piston extension, and the 2 blocks here. So that's that. And then we need to hook it up to the other side as well. So run redstone along here. Then we're just gonna copy the same thing from that other side over to here. So you need the glass and blocks like this. Believe, yep. 3-tick repeater running into a 1-tick repeater with the redstone here. Block with redstone, and then, oops, did not mean to actually break the door. But run redstone like this. It will connect here, but that's not important. And then took it up, put a repeater right here because it put a repeater right here because the signal strength is not long enough. But now, of course, I did something wrong. Oh wait, that has to be redstone. I seem to be forgetting how I did it over there. I forgot a lot of stuff. Okay. Sorry. Need an observer here, sticky piston, and the other observer right here. And it's actually a repeater here with redstone like this, and put a block there just to separate the signal. So now the double piston extenders should work. They are slightly out of sync, but it's not very noticeable, especially when you have all the other stuff going on from the triple piston extender here. But now we can move on to the bottom circuit. Very quickly, to finish up the blue circuit, there is something I forgot. These two here, first of all, need to be slabs with redstone on them, and this needs to be a repeater, right? Yes. And put redstone like this, a block here, a repeater here, and then run that into redstone, and we're going to actually change some of this later on, but that's not important right now. So redstone running into a block, and then a repeater with redstone again, and another block. And also, one quick change, this can be a block instead of redstone. So now, we'll also do the bottom part. I just completely forgot about that. Now we are ready to move on to, I believe, the green circuit. Okay, so the lime circuit, it's actually not green, is significantly more complicated than the light blue one that we just did. But, it's not too bad. I think it's significantly more complicated, maybe you don't. Anyways. First of all, you're going to need to put a piece of obsidian right here, or it'll break. I had that problem before and could not figure out why it wasn't working, and then that ended up being the reason. But add a repeater here, the block with redstone, first make these blocks, like this, then 2 4-tick repeaters, like this, with a 1-tick repeater there, and from the other side, a 4-tick repeater running into a block, and then right here, put a sticky piston with redstone on top of it, and a redstone block, another sticky piston, break this block, a redstone block there. You actually need to make a small change, place a hopper running into this block, then a hopper running into that hopper, then replace the 4-tick repeater, and then add 7 items into the hopper. Doesn't matter what items they are, just add them in. Now, right here, place an observer facing downwards, redstone here, a sticky piston with an observer on it. So, must have done something wrong because that's not supposed to happen. Let me move this away and see if I can figure out the problem. Probably something simple, or like some redstone that wasn't actually placed. Okay, that time it worked. Let me see. I think that for some reason it doesn't always like to work the first time, but then after that it works every time or something. If you have any problems, let me know. But it seems... oh, there is a problem. I'm going to see if I can figure out why that is, and then I'll be back quickly. Okay, after a lot of looking, I finally figured out the problem. It was that this is supposed to be a regular piston instead of a sticky piston. But now, if I press that lever, you can see all 3 blocks go up, and then there's basically no retraction. So, for the meantime, it just has to be manually reset, but we'll fix that before too long. Now we can work on the next circuit. Okay, so I thought I'd finish off the bottom. So the next part is the Magenta Circuit, but if you do test it with the Magenta Circuit in, it sort of breaks. So there's that. I actually built it before because it's has a lot of stuff, so I could practice building it, but I forgot to get rid of it, so let me do that now. This block here, before it was blue wool, now it's an observer. Just gonna leave it like that. But I guess we're ready. So you're gonna need a comparator right here. That will run into a repeater, which will run into a block, with a sticky piston and an observer. And there's just going to be a ton of sticky pistons with observers, and I might have to check back over here quite a bit. Some observer here, place redstone on top of it, and a sticky piston here with an observer facing like this, and that will run into a sticky piston here, yes, with an observer here, and a sticky piston here, and oh yes, that will have an observer facing upwards, a regular piston here, that's what this observer is for. And if you're in a version before 1.2, which is what this is made for, before 1.2, it might look like this will do nothing, but it actually will do something later using a weird glitch, I guess. By the way, it might break in 1.2. If it does, I'll try to come up with a fix. Anyways, you're going to need a sticky piston here with an observer like this. There we go. That will run into a sticky piston with an observer like this. The slab here, redstone here, and place another slab here with redstone on it as well. Place a block here with a 4-tick repeater. And I believe that should complete the Magenta Circuit. There's only actually 4 full blocks in it, but yeah. So you can see the extension is still working, but then it just after a while it'll pull this piston and then do weird stuff. That's just because these eventually, once you make the triple piston extender at the top, it'll actually have pushed this down by that time, and there will be a block for it to pull, so it'll pull back here. But I'm just going to fix that, and now I believe the last circuit on the bottom is yellow, so we can do that. Okay, so here is where we use that bug that I was talking about with this observer powering through a block. So you want to go on the other side and place a tripwire hook, and then right here place a comparator, and I'm going to go ahead and change this to yellow wool. Not really important, but anyways, there's a bug, I guess, where if you have an observer, it can power through a block to a comparator if there's a tripwire hook on that block. You can see that comparator is actually being powered. Without the tripwire hook, it doesn't. And it doesn't work with anything else, like a repeater, that's what you call those. Doesn't work. It has to be comparator. So it's a weird glitch, but it's very useful, so I'm using it. And this here needs to be an observer instead of a blue wall, so place an observer like that, and I'm going to need to do some checking. Yes, okay. 4-tick repeater, with a 1-tick repeater, running into a block with redstone here, and a redstone lamp there, and then place an observer right here and break that, or replace that. What's the repeater? Yeah, I forgot how to use words there. I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember everything. It's a complicated circuit. Oh, right. So you need a dropper here. It just needs one item in it. Let's get some redstone dust in and then get some more. And I'm trying to remember exactly how these hoppers go. It's a weird line. Wait. I know I just checked. I just forgot already. Okay. Sorry. So place hoppers in this weird pattern. So basically it'll go from here to here to here, here, and then here, here, and back to here. So it's a weird circuit, and then you need a comparator coming out of that dropper. I think I can place it right here, and a block here. And then for the first time in this build, you're going to need a redstone torch. This does not use very many redstone torches. And you're also going to need a redstone block. So place your torch right here. And I actually don't have any sticky pistons, so let me grab one of those. Place it here, and the redstone block here. And I believe that does complete the circuit, although I might be wrong. I think we're good. So same with before, it's not going to work if you test it. I mean, I'll pull the lever, but it's just gonna do weird things again. So yeah, you can see it pulls the piston and does other weird things, and it just doesn't work. So I did not mean to break that. Okay, we can fix this and move on to the top now, where we make the flush triple piston extender, which actually isn't necessarily as hard as it may sound. As I expected, there was something I forgot. So this is going to be a little bit hard to place, but you need an observer right here. I knew there was something I was missing. So now we can move on to the top. Okay, so for this circuit, I start by placing a sticky piston here, and then going below and placing an observer here. And then you can cover that up. This circuit is not actually too bad, but I still might have to check back a little bit, and it does, as you can see, actually use torches. Anyways, forgot to grab glass, because you're going to need that right here, and that will run into a piston with a torch on it. And then, I guess we'll just go like this. Place a block here with redstone here. And that will run into a sticky piston with an observer on it facing in this direction, and then a 1-tick repeater, which will run into a block. On the other side of this torch, place another sticky piston. There we go, and another observer, and get a dropper. And we need another one of these weird hopper circuits. So, okay, this one goes like this, and like this, and this. Then you place an item in there, like this. And then there should be a comparator somewhere for that. I'm trying to remember where. Oh, right. So place a block here. And I actually did forget to grab a comparator. So you're going to need it right in this spot. Right now it should be on, and it is. And then that will run into a piston with a redstone torch on it. And then block here with a repeater. That's just on 1 tick. Running into redstone like this, which will power this. And let's see, you're going to need, what am I forgetting? I think, oh, okay. You need an observer here, and a 4-tick repeater with a 1-tick repeater, I believe. No, 2 4-tick repeaters. And then that will lead into the orange circuit, which is up next. And I believe that once the orange circuit is complete, assuming I didn't mess anything up, which I of course did because, you know, that's what I do, that'll complete it. I guess we can test the pink circuit. That's all it does right now. And of course that did once again break the bottom, but I will fix that and then you can work on the orange. Okay, so we're going to start this off with a T flip-flop. So just 2 droppers and a hopper like that. With a comparator here. Now, the person that helped me make this, they made the top circuit. They put a minecart with hopper here. And when I asked them about it, they said it was necessary, but I've used T flip-flops plenty of times without a minecart. Not a minecart with hopper, a minecart with chest. But I've used it plenty without, and they work fine. So if you want to be safe, just place a block here with a rail on it and a minecart chest, then break the block and it will fall into this spot. But I believe it's fine, so yeah. You're gonna need to put any item in there, then a sticky piston here with an observer facing like this. There we go. It took me a while to place it. And right, we have another dropper with hopper thing like this. Place an item in there. I really should have gotten a stack of items prepared for this, but I did not. Then you need a comparator here. Bring into a block and right. Okay. You need a piece of redstone there, and I believe you need obsidian. You do. Grab obsidian and a regular piston. Okay. Doesn't matter if it's sticky or regular. I'll just use a sticky one since I already have it in my inventory. You're gonna actually have to place the obsidian first and then place the piston. It can be a regular piston and that's cheaper, but if you want to use a sticky one, that's fine. Place a torch right here, redstone torch, not a normal torch. And right, you need a repeater running into a block with a repeater with a block like this. Or not a block, that's a what is that? Okay. This is actually a sticky piston with obsidian again. If I can place it in. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. These pistons are really annoying to place sometimes. There we go. And obsidian here. This circuit uses a lot more torches than, I mean, basically the entire door combined. Here he used a pink wool, but I'm just going to use an orange wool. The wool colors aren't even necessary, so a 4-tick repeater here, into another block, and you actually need an observer with, okay, I actually need to grab an observer. So place an observer right here. Nope. Right here. There we go. A 2-tick repeater on it. Don't worry about this, powering that. I mean, obviously you saw it work before, so yeah. And then 2 4-tick repeaters. Yes, and you need an observer, and then I'm trying to see. Okay, place a sticky piston right. Wait. I'm sorry. This door is complicated. I don't remember everything about it. I'm sorry. Okay. Right. You need a sticky piston here and nope. You can use glass here, but any transparent object should work. I'm gonna use a slab just because slabs are very cheap. That should still update the observer just fine. So what is it I'm forgetting? Because there's something, right? Yes, you need a sticky piston right here with an observer. And I got rid of my observers to get the slab. Let me see if I can actually... There we go. Place an observer there. And then... Wait, that is the way it's facing, right? Pretty sure it is. You're gonna need a redstone lamp. So, replace this. Wait, which one was it? This is too complicated. I think, did I mess up? No, I didn't. Okay. You're gonna need a redstone lamp here. You can replace that repeater. And then this block, this needs to be an observer. I don't know why it was a sticky piston, because it doesn't need to be like that. And replace that redstone. And there's a little bit more, which I'm trying to remember. Okay. You need redstone, and then a repeater here, and a block right there. So, I'm not sure what it is I messed up, but it's probably not going to work. I'm just going to warn you, but we still have the closing at least. Let's see. Ooh. It almost worked until the end. So I'm going to off camera check for mistakes, and then I will see you then. Okay, so it actually turns out that I did build the top circuit correctly. It was just one of the redstone bugs where it's not actually there, right there. But the top circuit is now working, but I did realize there's a problem with the bottom circuit, because, well, that's not supposed to happen. So now I'm going to look at that problem, and then I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, and here we have Aaron uses Bluestone, the person who helped me make this, and he also helped me fix it. It was a small problem where I forgot a few blocks here. So a slab and 2 blocks. Place a 4-tick repeater right here, a 2-tick repeater here, a piece of redstone there. And I actually moved the input to the back for testing, but I can move it back now. And there's the closing. And eventually the opening. So there we go. That is the pie door, and now you have a tutorial so you can make it yourself. Thank you for watching. I know that I had to cross-reference this store quite a bit, but hopefully that wasn't too annoying for the video. But thank you for watching. That is all, and bye.